Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Oh well. Must have run off.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come, are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides. Farewell.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
They say Helgen got hit by
We'll
a dragon.
pay whatever it
One of
takes,
those
but we
warlocks
must
must
have more
have
swords
wielded
for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size.
Battleborn, give me your money.
I know
don't
your
have
family's
any money.
honor is important to you, but we can't
Brigands I
afford
can
it.
handle. Just talk of dragons, one gone mad, I'd say.
I'm most... Everything all right?
Well, there's no telling what it means.
Nothing?
My lord,
What's the
please.
meaning of this interruption?
This is no time for
Jarl
rash
Balgrup
action.
is not
I just think
receiving
we need more
visitors.
information before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that
The Jarl
dragon
of
is lurking in
Falkreath
the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Now where is it? It takes a while to make it. I want it just right now. Father brought it. All you ever do is complain about your spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. Which maybe you're hiding from her.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? You know, if you come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors, remember, your mind is the best weapon you have. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? Take a look. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. I'll put it simply, so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities. Like, if I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. It seems this damnable conflict is sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold. come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? You know, if you've got the aptitude...
Bring back this tablet that Farengar wants, and I'll be in your debt.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale, Breeze Hall. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested.
If you're heading east, steer clear of Hilgrun's tomb. Think about those old crypts. The dead having trouble staying that way. gods gave you two hands. Trouble? Careful if you cross the river to the east. Old Hajvar Iron Hand and his brigands are holed up in that cave. White River Watch.
Hands off! One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? You know, if you... Got the aptitude. You should join the Mages College in Winterhold. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. There's a tranquility... Magic, don't you... It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so. What do you need? Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Farengar.
I wonder what Irileth is so excited about.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice
Not now.
fists.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from
Father
the south.
says I'm too young to
Fast.
train with the sword,
Faster than
so I
anything I've
practice
ever
with
seen.
my fists.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
I'll see you at the Watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy. My brother takes counsel from Proventus Avenici. What a laugh. He takes counsel from his daughter. She's a bloody blacksmith.
Ulfric, patron of the great clan Battlemore.
Soon it will be time to replenish our supply of water.
The road takes us past
Get back. It's still here somewhere. Corky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again. happening?
Everybody, get back!
Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with dragon blood. Old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? Being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a North.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we?
The road makes this one weary.